Hello everyone, I am Karuna and I welcome you all to my channel. In this video, I am going to explain the problem statement and the solution of mountain valley problem. Similar problem statement is also available on HackerRank named as Counting Valley. So let's understand the problem statement first. Ram is very passionate about hiking. So every year when he goes for hiking, he likes to keep the track of all his hikes, whether they are uphill or downhill. Ram's hikes start and end at sea level, and each step up or down represents a unit change in the altitude. His steps are defined as follows. A mountain will be considered a sequence of consecutive steps above the sea level, starting with a step up from sea level and ending with a step down to sea level. A valley is a sequence of consecutive steps below sea level, which starts with a step down from the sea level and ends with a step up to the sea level. Now let's understand about the required input and the expected output from this problem statement. The input consists of two lines, where the first line has an integer n which represents the number of steps taken by Ram. The second line consists of n number of characters which represents the uphill or the downhill movement represented by capital U or capital D respectively. The output desired from the problem statement is an integer value which denotes the number of valleys that Ram walked through during his hike. Let's have a sample input and output for this. The first line contains the number 6, which is the number of steps taken by Ram in his path during hiking. The second line you can see is a combination of capital U and capital D letters, which are 6 in number, which explains the path taken by Ram. So you can see first he went up, then down, down, up, down and up. The result that will be generated according to the path taken by Ram will be 2. That means he visited 2 valleys during his entire hiking journey. Before I explain the program of this problem statement, I would like to give a graphical representation of this problem statement. The blue line represents the sea level and the black lines going up and down represents Ram's path during his hike. So Ram starts his journey. When he sees a mountain, he makes an uphill movement and reaches the top of the mountain. Then he comes down with a downhill movement and reaches the sea level. As you can see a line going below the sea level, which means Ram will now enter into a valley. After this, Ram climbs up the valley and reaches the sea level. There is another valley that Ram is going to enter now, so he makes a downhill movement and enters the second valley, and then finally goes up and reaches the sea level and finishes his hike. So you can see from this diagram that Ram has entered 2 valleys during his hiking journey. So now let's understand the Python program that I have written as a solution to the problem statement of mountain valley. This line defines the variable n, which accepts the value from the user, which includes the number of steps taken by Ram. In the second statement, we have a variable path of type list, which is going to store the uphill or the downhill movement of Ram's hiking journey, and this statement accepts the input into the variable path. Now to count the number of valleys that Ram traveled through, I have defined a function countValley which accepts 2 variables as argument. The first is the variable n, which is the number of steps, and the second is the path, including the letters capital U and capital D of Ram's movement in his hike. Let's have the definition of the function count valley. Now this is the function header which stores the value of variable n in the variable steps, and this is the variable path which has the uphill or the downhill movement of Ram. The second line has a variable level which is initialized to value 0, which will denote whether Ram is currently at sea level or not, and will keep on increasing or decreasing as and when Ram moves upwards or downwards in his journey. Next is the variable valley, which is also 0. It's going to hold the number of valleys that Ram has traveled through in his hike. Now let's understand the loops that I have written here. This loop will be used to traverse through the variable path. Now you can see that I have specified only one variable inside the range function bracket, that is steps. So the value of variable I in the loop starts from 0, and this loop will work till steps minus 1. According to the sample input that I gave for the problem statement, Ram took 6 steps, so this loop will execute from 0 till 6 minus 1, that is 5. Now let's understand different conditions that are required to check whether Ram entered inside a valley or not. If the element of the path variable is d, that means Ram is taking a downhill movement, so I am going to decrease the value of variable level by 1. That means Ram is making a downward movement. If that is not the case, then the element will be capital U, indicating that Ram is going uphill, so the level will be increased by 1. Right now this level has nothing to do with the sea level. We are just keeping a record of whether Ram is going uphill or downhill. Now let's understand the condition that I have written to check whether Ram is entering a valley or not. So for this, one of my condition is level equal to 0. That means I would like to ensure that Ram has reached the sea level. And the next condition is that just now Ram made an uphill movement. So both of these conditions need to be true in order to ensure that Ram just came out from a valley. That means when Ram is making a downhill movement, he either reach at the sea level from the mountain, or he might enter into a valley. But when Ram will reach the sea level, then the value of variable level will be 0, and at the same time the element of the path variable will be u. And this is how we are going to increase the value of variable valley by 1. Now according to the sample input, I'll explain the code as per the path taken by Ram. So the value of variable n was 6. That means this loop will start from 0 and will go till 6 minus 1. The first letter of Ram's path is capital U. So this condition will become false and the control will move to the elif condition. Please note that the value of variable level is 0. Now because of this condition getting true, the value of variable level will increase by 1. That means it is now 1 as Ram has made an uphill movement. After this, the next condition, which is level equal to 0 and path of I equal to u, will be checked. And just now you must have noticed that in the last step I incremented my variable level by 1. So obviously this entire condition will become false. The control goes back and it checks the next element of my variable path, which is d. Now because Ram reached the peak of the mountain, so now he's coming downwards and making a downhill movement, reaching the sea level. Now in this case, because Ram is coming down, I have decreased the value of variable level by 1. So now level is again 0. This condition will not be checked because the if condition was true, and the next will be the turn for these two conditions. Now level is equal to 0 because I just decremented the value of level variable, but the element was not u, it was d. So obviously this condition will become false again. The next iteration will fetch the next element of the variable path, which is again d. That means this condition becomes true and the level variable is again decremented. Earlier it was 0, now it is 1. That means Ram just entered a valley. Now this elif condition does not get executed, and it comes here where value of level variable is -1. So obviously this condition will return a false value. Now it goes up. After the steps that you have noticed, Ram is now going upwards. So this condition becomes false, and now the elif part will get executed, and because of that the value of level variable will be 0, as it was -1 and it got incremented by 1, so now it is 0. Coming to this condition, level equal to 0 becomes true, and also at the same time the value that was fetched from the path variable was capital U. So both of these conditions become true. That means Ram just came out from the valley, and this variable will be increased by 1. So this is how Ram entered and has exited from the valley. Now we move on further and keep on checking the value in the variable path and increment or decrement the variable level and check this condition also. Now you can see in the next iteration this condition will again become false because Ram is going back to the valley. But after that, when Ram makes an uphill movement and reaches the sea level, that would increment the value of variable valley by 1 again. So that means Ram entered 2 valleys during his entire hiking journey. As the loop has completed all the iterations, now the loop will get over and the control will move to the statement used to return the value of variable valley back to the code which invoked the function countValley. From this, the value of variable valley will get stored in the NOV variable, which is used for number of valleys, and finally it is printed on the screen. So now let's have an execution of this code. So here let's say if I give 7 steps that Ram took in his entire hiking journey, and I give D, U, U, D, U, D, U, and press the enter key. So you can see from this that Ram has entered only 1 valley. You can try the step-by-step execution of this code and the sample input, or try more inputs from this code. I'm sure this would help you to understand the problem statement and evaluate any input or output as per your requirements. Thank you for watching this video. I'll be back with more exciting questions like this. Till then, keep working with Smile.